Hello, welcome to Pride of South London Fan TV. Ali here, bringing you my match review of the game at Bramall Lane between Sheffield United and Crystal Palace, which of course finished 2-0 to Eze. Well, it was pretty much him, wasn't it? But, I actually quite enjoyed the game today on the whole, as compared to previous couple of games. The last few games have felt pretty meaningless as a Katie Price engagement, especially, with the fact that we were pretty much secure in our safety, which we are now officially. But with Brighton creeping up the table, it felt like we really needed a result today to really secure the legacy of the smash and grab at their soulless plastic football stadium. And we did, to be fair, do that in a professional team performance. So let's get into it. All the usual features, Roy's rating and man of the match. And I will start with Roy's rating. I'm going to give Roy a 7 today. I think, he did the job that he needed to do, which was to get us 3 points. I agreed with the team selection. Actually, I was really happy with the team selection. First of all, seeing Schlupp back in the team, something I've been calling for a few weeks. He didn't have the best game, but I just think he helps us counter and break from defence to attack much quicker. And he's always, for me, been really a central figure in our counter-attacking system. And I haven't understood why he hasn't been playing. Tyrek Mitchell being kept in for PVA is always a plus. And as well, I think he, in general, got the system right. I think playing Eze through the middle as well obviously worked brilliantly, which we'll come on to later. However, what I would say about those things is that they are probably things that should have happened weeks ago, that lots of the fan base have been calling for. But Roy has done his job today, and he's done his job for the season. He's kept us up officially now. And as I've said through the season, that is really fundamental to us as a football club, because relegation this season would have been catastrophic amidst the backdrop of a whole year, over a year, without crowds in and match day revenue. So the financial consequences of that would have been dire. And I think, as I've said a few weeks ago, I think history will be kind to Roy Hodgson's reign when we look back on it, and we wait and see still whether that reign will come to an end. But today, he did his job. 7 out of 10 for me. Man of the match, I'm going to go for Eze. No surprise there. Didn't even bother doing a social media poll today because I think we all know the answer. Absolute class. He enjoys running through Sheffield United as much as Keir Starmer enjoys sitting on the fence. He's just brilliant, isn't he? I mean, just such a natural talent. It wasn't just the runs. There was a couple of runs, though, where I thought, actually, there was one where he laid off to Benteke and you thought, just go on your own like you did in the home game. And eventually he did, and he got the goal. But as well, his use of the ball today was brilliant. Some of his through balls were fantastic as well. And we need to see more of him in this role. I do think we've kind of regressed his progression a bit by playing him out on the left. I think he could have done with more games in this role, learning against some of the better teams. And I'd like to see him kept in this role for the games coming up, such as Aston Villa, Liverpool and Arsenal, just to keep him progressing and developing against the very best, although Arsenal obviously not the very best, a mid-table club like us, not in Europe. But I think that was like what it must have been like for QPR fans, because let's face it, Sheffield United are essentially a championship team, a little more like League One at times today. But that must have been what it was like for QPR fans to watch Eze in the Championship. It must have been absolutely brilliant. And that's something that crossed my mind today. We're still not seeing Eze live in person at Selhurst Park. And that's something, hopefully, for us all to look forward to in the near future. So, Eze, man of the match. And I will go some special mentions as well. I will give Benteke a special mention, another goal. Okay, a bit lucky with a deflection, but he's had his share of bad luck since he's been at Palace, so he's been due some luck, and he continues his resurgence this season. So well done to Benteke and Luca as well. To be fair, I've given him stick first half of the season, like many really, but second half of the season he's been much improved. And I thought he had a very good game today, benefiting, I think, from sort of being an anchor man in a midfield three rather than being in that 4-4-2, where he's not quite got the pace to get up and down like he needs to in that system. So Luca and Benteke special mentions, but Eze, the clear and outstanding man of the match. But, we can't read too much into today. I think, as I said, Sheffield United, very, very poor, probably one of the poorest Premier League teams I've seen. There's a stat that they've got the least amount of goals in the top 5 leagues in Europe, joint least amount of goals in the top 5 leagues in Europe. And that's sort of stat usually read about us under Roy Hodgson with our negative tactics. But, you know, we did what we had to do. Tougher test to come. Southampton in midweek will be a much more difficult game than that, I think. And I'll be doing a review for that one. So look out for that review. And as always, let me know what you think in the comments. Who was your man of the match? What is your Roy rating? And as always, leave some comments in the comment section. And if you like this video, press that subscribe button.